Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to show you a look I wore last weekend for a date night. So it's perfect for a date night, a night out with the girls, or maybe a special occasion. The first thing I do is prep my skin. So I'm going to use the Smashbox Original Face Primer and the NYX brush in 7. This is just a flat tapered brush. You can also use your fingers, but I'm going to apply this on all over, mainly focusing the T-zone. But any area that you find you need a little extra love, this is going to help with any fine lines and pores, blurring out imperfections and giving you an airbrush finish. Next, to even out the look of my skin tone, I'm going to use my Makeup Forever HD foundation. And I'm just using one pump for the full face. I'm going to apply this with the NYX brush in number 4. Blending this in small circles all over. This is going to even out the look of the skin tone, so it's going to cancel out redness. It'll also cover up or start to cover up imperfections such as blemishes or scars. And also you can notice my body is a lot tanner than my face. I do self-tan. Since I exfoliate my face more often than I do my body, the color doesn't hold as well. So I like to match my foundation to my neck or chest color. Next, I'm going to highlight. So this is going to bring in definition to my face. I'm using the Naked Skin from Urban Decay. These are actually my highlight and contour brushes, but I like to use the Sephora Pro 57 blending brush to blend out the highlight. I first put little dots in any area that I want the highlight to be. So this is sort of like a color by number technique. You just do little dots or little shapes, whatever you want to draw to get the color on there. So any area that you put this highlight color, you're going to then use your brush and blend this out. You can see here I apply my highlight between my brows, underneath my eyes, a thin line down the center of my nose, around my nose, the center of my chin, and underneath my cheekbones. Just remember when you're highlighting, that's pushing forward. So highlight is going to grab the attention, whereas next when you contour, that's going to push back and create more definition. It creates like a hollowing out of the face. Like you're carving a pumpkin. Highlighting and contouring is basically an illusion. So using these techniques, you get to recreate or restructure the way that you look. It may take a few different times and techniques to get your highlight and contour right. Remember, one technique is not best for everyone. Depends on your face structure. To contour, I'm going to use my NYX HD concealer in the shade Tan. I apply a small dot on each side of my cheek or cheekbone. And then I also apply a thin line down on each side of my nose. You can use the doe foot applicator itself that comes with the concealer, or you can use a brush. Then I'm going to use my Morphe brush to blend out the cheekbone area. This is the M436 brush. To blend my nose out, I'm going to use my Morphe MB27, which is just a very skinny brush to create a precise line. Then, because these are all cream or liquid based, I'm going to set this using my e.l.f. translucent powder and my Morphe Stipple foundation brush, blending this lightly on all over. For my bronzer, I used Hoola from Benefit. This is just a matte bronzer, and I used the Morphe M437 brush. I applied this on the cheekbone area and the forehead to help frame the face. Now moving on to my favorite part of this entire look, I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Matte Glow. You can see here I've labeled them for you, so if you want to pause it to take a better look, you can. But I'm using this kit to highlight and strobe. These are the brushes that I'm going to use for this. This is the Sigma FX5 and Morphe M601. I use the Morphe or the fan brush for larger areas, so my cheekbones, and the Sigma brush for my nose, or smaller areas such as my eye. I'm using a mixture of Dripping in Gold and Sunburst at the top of my cheekbones and on my nose. The same color combination goes on the top and bottom of my lip. Then I'm using Golden Bronze on the areas that I applied the Hoola bronzer. Finishing up the strobing, I'm going to take just Sunburst and apply this in the inner corners and the brow bones. I love the way my skin turned out in this look. It's super glowy and highlighted and bright and youthful. I love it. I darkened or filled in my brows to give more definition and darker pigmentation using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. This is in shade dark brown. Moving on to the eyes, I'm going to prep with the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer. I just use my fingertips and apply this on each lid up into the crease. This is going to hold the pigment on a lot longer, also giving better color payoff. Here are the main brushes that I'm going to use for this look. I'm going to first use my blending brush from Makeup Addiction. I'm going to start to create that rose gold color using the Blushed Nudes palette from Maybelline. I'm going to first take this iridescent sort of rose gold pinky color and pat this on the lid up into the crease. I am focusing the color in the outer corner or outer V, but I am blending it back and forth, bringing it inward. Next, I'm going to use my Morphe 350 palette, everyone's current obsession. Also, in case you haven't noticed by now, I am labeling each color that I'm using in each palette with a heart and a quick little sentence, because a lot of them don't actually have a name on the palette. But this color is also an iridescence. It's a pinky yellowy tone, and I'm going to place this guy over the lid just to blend out that first color we already applied. Now, to give it that glow like we have all over the face, I'm going to use Starburst from the Gleam palette, and this is just like a cotton candy or baby pink. Super glowy and shimmery, and it's really going to catch the light to bring in a highlight. I'm obsessed with the ABH palettes. They are beautiful highlight palettes. This guy's going right on the inner corner, and I'm blending it out into the lid. Back to the 350 palette, I'm going to use this shimmery bronze brown color. It's like a chocolate brown with gold flecks in it, and I'm going to apply this in my crease. I'm using my Morphe Bullet Crease brush for this. I basically pat it or kind of push it into the V and then blend it back and forth. Then I just touch up the inner corners and brow bone again using Sunburst just to keep them light and bright. For my eyeliner, I'm doing a very smudgy look. I'm using the same color that we used in the crease. I'm winging out the bottom, and I'm only bringing it in about 3/4 of the way. Then to finish up the shadow, I decided I want the crease to be darker, so I took that same color again and applied it right in the outer V. Basically, it's just a lot of layering and blending. For my top lashes, I used the Amp It Up lashes in the Mink collection. The mascara I used is the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara. I use this to blend the real lashes and fake lashes. And then I used Morphe Small Flare individual lashes for the bottom. The bottom lashes were sort of a last minute decision. You can opt out of them, but they do add a lot more drama to the look. To open up the eye, I'm going to use the Sigma Final Touch eyeliner. This is basically just like a concealer color eyeliner, or white or cream, anything light and bright that you can use to line your waterline. If you choose to use a darker color like black or purple or brown, that's going to give more drama to the look, but it's also going to close the eye. Also, a helpful hint, instead of putting your finger right on your skin, you can place a brush on top of your skin and then your finger over top to pull down your lid. That way you don't mess up your face makeup. For the top lash line, I'm using Sigma Wicked. This is a cream eyeliner and it's just pure black. I'm using my Sigma FX10. This is an angled, very thin eyeliner brush, and I'm just tight lining the top lash line, so right on top of the false lashes. This makes the lashes look fuller, but it also cleans up that lash line. We're almost done with the makeup. Before I finish, I did apply my Foxy Locks hair extensions. These are clip-in hair extensions to give length and volume to your hair. I do have a promo code for you guys to use. The code is foxytaylor, which is on the screen here for you as well. And just be sure that you type it in all lowercase. It is case sensitive. I currently wear the Superior set, and the color I'm wearing is Mocha Toffee. You can style your hair however you'd like. I did leave mine my typical messy bedhead volume type hairstyle. Moving on to lips, I have two colors on. Both are from Jeffree Star Cosmetics. I first applied Celebrity Skin, and then over top to lighten it in the center a bit, I used I'm Nude. I love this liquid lipstick line. They do dry matte, and they are very long wearing. They don't crack like other brands do. I kept the majority of the lip matte, but I did use that highlight in the Cupid's bow and the center of the bottom lip to catch the light. That again is the Dripping in Gold highlight from the ABH kit. So that is everything for this makeup tutorial. If you have any other questions at all, make sure you read the description box or you can comment below. I'll have more discount codes for you guys listed in the description box as well. Thanks so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.